We are standing at the beginning of an economic era that will produce more concentrated wealth than any period in recorded history, and the window to position yourself inside it is narrowing faster than most people realize. While most people are focused on stock markets, real estate, and traditional business models, a silent revolution is rewriting the rules of wealth creation entirely. Artificial intelligence is not just a technological upgrade. It is a fundamental restructuring of how value is created, captured, and distributed across every industry on the planet. The billionaires of the next decade will not necessarily be the ones who invented the smartest algorithm. They will be the ones who understood the economic architecture that artificial intelligence is building right now and positioned themselves inside it before everyone else caught on. Think about what happened during the Industrial Revolution. The people who became extraordinarily wealthy were not always the inventors of steam engines. They were the ones who built railroads, owned factories, and controlled the infrastructure that the new economy ran on. The same pattern is unfolding today, except the infrastructure is digital, the factories are data centers, and the raw material is intelligence itself. It is riding on top of them while solving problems that are worth enormous amounts of money to the people experiencing them. But the actual money is flowing through layers that most people never see. The first layer is infrastructure. The companies building the physical and digital backbone that artificial intelligence runs on. Graphics processing units, data centers, cloud computing platforms, and specialized chips are the equivalent of selling picks and shovels during a gold rush. The companies supplying these resources are already generating hundreds of billions of dollars in revenue, and demand is accelerating at a pace that existing supply chains are struggling to match. The second layer is where the next generation of billionaires is most likely to emerge: vertical artificial intelligence applications. These are companies taking foundational artificial intelligence capabilities and deploying them inside specific industries with deep domain expertise. Healthcare, legal services, financial analysis, logistics, agriculture, and education are all being rebuilt from the ground up using intelligent systems. What makes the artificial intelligence economy fundamentally different from previous technological waves is the nature of leverage it creates. In the software era, a small team could build a product used by millions of people. In the artificial intelligence era, a small team can build a system that does the work of thousands of people. This is not an incremental improvement. It is a categorical shift in what is possible with limited resources. Entrepreneurs who internalize this reality and build businesses around it are operating with a form of economic leverage that has never existed before in human history. Data is the new leverage point that most people underestimate. Companies that accumulate proprietary data sets, information that cannot be easily replicated or purchased, are building moats that will become increasingly valuable as artificial intelligence systems grow more capable. The business that has 10 years of customer behavior data or a unique data set from a specialized industry holds an asset that becomes more powerful every time a new model architecture is released. This is why data acquisition strategies are becoming central to business planning in ways they never were before. The next wave of billionaires will share a specific set of characteristics that separate them from people who simply use artificial intelligence as a productivity tool. First, they will be builders of systems rather than users of systems. There is a meaningful difference between someone who uses an artificial intelligence tool to work faster and someone who builds an artificial intelligence-powered business that scales without proportional increases in cost. The second group is building wealth. The first group is building a salary. Second, they will operate at the intersection of artificial intelligence and human trust. The industries where the largest fortunes will be made are not the ones where artificial intelligence can operate completely autonomously. They are the ones where artificial intelligence dramatically amplifies human judgment in high-stakes decisions. Medicine, law, finance, and infrastructure are domains where the combination of machine speed and human accountability creates products and services that people will pay premium prices for. The entrepreneurs who figure out how to package that combination correctly will build companies worth tens of billions of dollars. The only question worth asking is whether you will be watching that process from the outside or participating in it from within. A period of time when the new rules are being written and the early movers capture disproportionate rewards. That window is open right now in the artificial intelligence economy, but it will not stay open indefinitely. Within 5 to 7 years, the dominant players in most artificial intelligence verticals will be established, the infrastructure will be consolidated, and the barriers to entry will be significantly higher than they are today. The people who will look back on this moment as the turning point in their financial lives are not waiting for more certainty. They are studying the economic architecture being built, identifying where genuine value is being created versus where hype is inflating valuations, and making deliberate moves to position themselves inside the system. The artificial intelligence economy is not a lottery. It rewards understanding, preparation, and execution.